5.56 NATO, the caliber used by the US military and many of its allies, also wildly popular among civilians in the US, and the standard caliber for America's rifle, the AR-15. While we may be able to debate its effectiveness, it is hard to debate its popularity, as it is probably the most popular center-fired rifle cartridge in the US, at least for now. I'm sure 6.8 Fury will be taking that spot any day now. Totally kidding, but definitely did not see the US going back to a battle rifle, but that's a topic for another day. As prolific as the 5.56 is, it also has some challenges. One of those is suppression. 5.56 is very loud. 5.56 is also very hard on silencers and has always been a challenge for silencer designers when trying to tame the 5.56. Otter Creek Labs recently introduced their new 5.56 duty silencer, the Polonium. And if you're into 5.56, you need to give this silencer a look. The guys at Otter Creek have come from very humble beginnings, but don't think they just stepped into the whole silencer industry with no experience whatsoever. They've actually been working on Form 1 suppressors for quite some time and used what they learned from the Form 1 cans and translated that into a true feature-packed production line of silencers. Now, just because these cans are built by some good old boys from Kentucky does not mean that you're not getting a quality product. Quite the contrary. The quality and production of these cans is superb, from the welds to the threads. All the details have been buttoned up nicely, and you get a great sounding silencer that is very refined in every way. The Polonium is constructed out of heat-treated 17.4 stainless steel. This keeps it lighter than some other hard-use cans with materials like Inconel, while being way stronger than a titanium silencer. When talking with the designer of the Polonium, he put great efforts into the design of the baffles in the Polonium, with special attention to the blast baffle, or the first baffle in the silencer. According to him, by paying special attention to the geometry of the blast baffle and allowing to dissipate that pressure better allows the Polonium to be extremely efficient and have nearly zero erosion. This also allows for a very strong 5.56 silencer without the use of exotic and costly materials like Stellite or Inconel, because on top of the impressive sound performance, one of the most appealing features of the Polonium is the very attractive price that Otter Creek is able to offer it at. Like I said earlier, the Polonium is constructed out of heat-treated 17.4 stainless steel. It is 5.8 inches long, will weigh in at 13.5 ounces, and have a diameter of 1 5/8. This puts it at a really nice and compact size. You'll get excellent suppression for 5.56 without having a silencer that is overly large or cumbersome. The rear of the Polonium is the industry standard 1 3/8 by 24, so mounting options are nearly unlimited. The Polonium also has plenty of internal space before the blast baffle to allow for any muzzle brake we tried, including full-size dead air brakes. So at least to the best of my knowledge, you will not have any limitations in the mounting department. The Polonium will also come with a 1/2 by 28 direct thread adapter in the box. The Polonium does have a few barrel length restrictions. You shouldn't use any stupid short 5.56 guns. Otter Creek Labs limits it to 5.56 barrels 10.3 inches and longer. The Polonium is actually rated for 6 ARC, which is an amazing round you'll be hearing a lot more about here. With 6 ARC, you are limited to barrels of 11.5 inches and longer. You can also shoot 6 Creedmoor, 6 Dasher, 243 Winchester, and any other 6mm cartridges, as long as you have a barrel length greater than 14.5 inches. It is cool that there is a little flexibility in the calibers that you can shoot through the Polonium, but keep in mind this is a true 5.56 can with a 5.56 or actually 6mm bore. No 30 cal projectiles will fit down the pipe, so no 300 blackout, no 308, no 7.62 by 39, really no 30 cals. Another hurdle to overcome when trying to tame 5.56 with a silencer is flash suppression. Since the round was developed for 20-inch barrels and no one really uses 20-inch barrels, there is a good amount of unburned gunpowder that flashes up when the round is fired. The Polonium has a very effective flash hider built into the end of the silencer. While it's nothing scientific, I did go out at dusk and record this video first with the gun with nothing on the barrel and then the polonium. This is a 16-inch barrel AR-15. The flash should get more significant as barrel length decreases, but you can see the polonium doing a nice job of taming that flash. Of course, the biggest thing on everyone's mind is how does it sound? Well, here's a couple hosts so you can hear for yourself. While the polonium does do a phenomenal job taming 5.56, it is important to remember that 5.56 is very loud and will never be movie quiet. The polonium can make a 16-inch AR very comfortable without hearing protection from me. I would say it is still good to go on 13.5, and 12.5 inches is where it might get kind of borderline. Of course, the amount of exposure always matters, and the host makes a difference too. For instance, you could probably go to an even lower barrel length with a bolt gun. Also, in general, it's always a good idea to wear some ear pro with any AR-15 because of the port pop or the sound escaping the ejection port. I know I don't do that, but that is kind of one of those do as I say, not as I do things. It is always a good idea to be cautious because you only get one set of ears, but the polonium does a better job of suppressing 5.56 than just about anything else I've heard, without going to a massive suppressor that no one wants on the end of their AR-15. The true 5.56 bore does give this can amazing performance, making it shockingly quiet on 5.56. Now what comes with that is more restriction on the gas system, and if you have a gun sensitive to higher back pressure, you may need to tune it a bit. This is really nothing new with AR-15s, most need a little adjustment to run really well suppressed anyway. My impression of the polonium is that it is the quietest dedicated 5.56 silencer that I've shot, and I know the immediate question is it quieter than the RC2? And at least as I remember it is, but I don't own an RC2 for an immediate comparison. Otter Creek is having this can reviewed by PewScience, so there will be some concrete numbers on it soon, but I can tell you it is extremely impressive, and when you weigh out all the features, the sound performance, the flash suppression, and the amazing price that Otter Creek is offering it at, and the fact that you're not limited to a surefire muzzle brake, I would say that this 5.56 can is going to be very hard to beat. Also, for UK can guys, there is already a Polonium K in the works. Otter Creek Labs is really delivering quality products that people are asking for, and they are definitely a company to keep an eye on moving forward. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and a huge thank you goes out to Callaway Ballistics for providing all the 5.56 that we shot in this video. Callaway Ballistics is making some great ammo with even more calibers on the way, and remember you can get free shipping with the code Alabama on any orders over $200. And guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. We have some really big reviews in the works that you won't want to miss. And if you want to know what those reviews are way before they hit the YouTube channel, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Truth, Twitter. If you like what you see here on the channel and you want to help support Alabama Arsenal, the best possible way to do that is on Patreon. These videos can be surprisingly expensive to make, and every little bit helps and is greatly appreciated. There is also Alabama Arsenal gear available right below the video if you want to go out and represent. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching.